Welcome back to the channel. My name is Christopher from Cars Unlocked, and if you're looking for an American-made SUV, you've probably checked out the GMC Terrain, you've probably checked out the Equinox, and wondered what's the difference. So we're gonna break it down for you in today's video. Quick little intro here, guys. Both vehicles saw some changes in 2018 and they were redesigned. Realistically, they're very, very similar. Our GMC, this one is the Denali package, and we have the Equinox RS package. So we get a little bit more luxury with the Denali, a little bit more sport with the Equinox. This Denali has an MSRP of Canadian MSRP of about 45,000. Well, our Equinox is about 37,000. In terms of the power plans, both vehicles actually share the same power plan. It's this 1.5 EcoTech engine under the hood of the Terrain and under the hood of the Equinox. It pumps out 175 horsepower and 203 pounds-feet of torque. So in regards to power plans, fuel economy, they're gonna be relatively the same. It's really more the styling and the features what you're getting here. Now, if you guys have landed on the channel for the first time, make sure you guys subscribe, give us a thumbs up if we helped you make a buying decision here today. And if you're in the market for any Chevrolet or GMC SUV, contact my friend Jordan. He's at Welland Chevrolet here in Niagara, Ontario. We're gonna link his information in the description below so you guys can give him a shout if you have any questions regarding purchasing any of these SUVs. Let's look at the exterior styling here. Your Terrain is going to be a bit more square, a bit more boxier looking. It's going to come with more chrome as well, especially with this Denali edition. We can see the chrome accents all throughout. We have the silver aluminum alloy rims, and we have this chrome front grille all throughout here, the Denali edition. LED headlights as well here. We have this kind of beehive style front grille. Come around to the side and check out the Equinox. In terms of styling, Equinox is going to be more football shaped, right? It's a bit more rounded towards the back, rounded towards the front. You can see the slopes and the angles are just a touch more rounded than our Terrain. This one being the RS package, it's a little more sportier look, and it does have a lot more black accents. So you can see our roof rails are blacked out. All of our badges are blacked out. Our rims are smoke black here. And we have our blacked out Chevrolet bow tie right in the front. To compare the trunks and cargo space, again, very, very similar. 29 cubic feet in each trunk here. Our Equinox has a hidden storage underneath, and our Terrain has hidden storage underneath. Our Terrain is coming with this cargo mat here to keep things clean. Both of them, you can pop the seats down and they will fold flat down there. The biggest difference that we see, the Terrain also has a foot activated lift gate. So it doesn't work now because we just opened it, but you can open it with your foot. Here's the back seat of the Terrain. It's not too bad. I got quite a bit of room. I like the white stitching and the leather seats. You have heated rear seats in the back here. Let's check out the Equinox. The back seat in the Equinox, it's literally the same as the Terrain. You have red stitching as opposed to white stitching. This one doesn't have heated seats. That one has heated seats. So here's what the Terrain has that the Equinox doesn't. The Terrain has the heads-up display here. It's kind of just like a mirrored display right on the wheel. The Terrain also has air-conditioned driver's seat, while the Equinox is just heated front seats. QI charger, so wireless charging for your phone is in the Equinox as well. And you have this dial here for our 4x4 here. So automatically switch it into all-wheel drive. That's a good thing about this Terrain here. Overall, like the drive and handling is obviously better in this Terrain. Like you kind of get what you pay for here. It's a smoother ride in terms of suspension. I do like kind of how stiff it is. It's a little stiffer in terms of the steering, and that's kind of what I like better about this GMC Terrain that we are in right now. But if I didn't tell you, you probably wouldn't know which car that we're actually in. My biggest complaint about this car, and probably why I am going to definitively choose the Equinox, is just the button shifter. I do not like this button shifter. You have buttons down here to put it in park. You have buttons down here to put it in reverse. And you have buttons down here if you want to do like the Triptronic or select your gears manually. I don't like that. Sometimes like your hands miss. Sometimes it just takes a minute to activate. Like, look at this. I'm going to flip it into drive, and then I can't just instantly take off. I just has that little minute here that you need. So this Equinox actually comes with a traditional shifter knob, and you guys comment below which one you prefer. Me, I just like the traditional shifter knob. It's kind of more of a natural feeling shifting it into drive, and it takes off right away. You don't have to wait for the button to switch over. I certainly like the traditional shifter knob, and then you can switch through your gears. I do like doing that. I can select my gears right on the shifter knob, so it's just a nice thing to have one hand on the knob, one hand on the wheel. I don't like the buttons that are in the Terrain, and I would consider this Equinox over the Terrain just for that. In terms of the drive, the Terrain drive is a little better. This one, you can tell it's a little looser in steering. The suspension is a little looser. You can feel the bumps just a little bit in the Equinox, and yeah, you're paying less. So you guys kind of need to determine if that is a factor that you want. Do you want to pay more for the smoother ride and the stiffer steering, or do you want to save a little bit of money? So general conclusion, if it was me purchasing the vehicle, I'd be choosing this Equinox. I do like the lower price. I like the regular shifting, and I'm okay with it being a little less of this is a bit more smooth ride. I'm okay with that. I'd rather save the 8-7 grand difference and go with the Equinox, but I could talk about it all day. I want to hear from you guys. What one would you decide? Would you go with the Terrain, or would you go with the Equinox? Stay tuned for more unlocks. Subscribe if you guys are new. We'll see you guys in the next video.